So I noticed last week, over the weekend, that I haven't been doing my daily schedule. And last week, I didn't even do my weekly schedule. And I just kind of realized that I felt all week last week, I was really chaotic. And that definitely added to the feeling of chaos. I have to have my schedule. I've got it, you know. And so that was something I committed to this week. Like, okay, last week I didn't follow schedule, which right now we need it more than anything. We need those systems we have in place to keep us together more than anything right now, right? And the stress that I was feeling, that is a huge contributor. You know, right now we need to control what we can, since we have no control over this situation. I can control my time management. I can control my productivity, right? I'm only adding to my stress by not controlling my time management and not being productive. So that was something I recommitted to, that I need to create my schedules every single day again. I need to get on my calendar every night before I go to bed and make sure, you know, I got a good summary of the day. And then every morning, first thing, I need to recommit to that. So that was my, you know, every last week I was just waking up and looking for the first disaster I had to tackle. And that's normally something I do not do. I don't allow myself to open my phone. I don't allow myself to turn on any kind of electronic or anything to the outside world until I'm done with my devotion time and I'm done with my planning. Then I open myself up. And I wasn't doing that last week. The first thing I was doing was looking at my messages, looking at social media, and then listening to the news, which put me in like just I gotta go mode, right? It made basically what's happening from a psychological perspective is it's putting me in fight or flight mode every day. We don't have to be in fight or flight mode every day, guys. That is something we are choosing. And that's something that's so important for you. If you guys are feeling like you're in a frenzy right now, it's because we're choosing to be in fight or flight mode. We just need to make a conscious decision not to allow that right now. We need to take control of our brains, because right now our brains are going to want to divert to the primitive part of ourselves, right? And it's going to want to let, you know, it doesn't want the frontal lobe to take over right now. It wants to go into fight or flight. We cannot allow that. We have to literally step back and take control and tell yourself, I am not going to allow myself to go into fight or flight mode. I am going to create a plan every single day. Okay. So that it's very important to keep a hold of things and to get things done. So getting structured is really important. So what I would recommend doing is create a list of things that need to get done. If your center is closed, make yourself a list of all the things you always want to do, but you never have time to do. Those things that would be so nice to get to, right? But we just don't have the time because we're dealing with everyday life. Then I want you to take that list and I want you to prioritize it. What one of these tasks will create the most value? And right now, I want you to think in terms of selling your center, okay? Because right now, when this is all over, we're going to have some work to do. We're going to have to do some recuperating of our centers, right? So I want you to think of what is going to create the most value in my center that will help me enroll the most children when we reopen. And that's how you're going to prioritize your list, right?